Now let's go to Arcade Gardner, who is at that free speech zone right now. He's talking with demonstrators there. Cade?
You know, as we get ready to hear word from the prison, things are getting a little emotional out here in the free speech zone. I'm here with Suzanne Bossler, who is against the death penalty. And when she tells people that she doesn't believe in it, I think it probably often shocks them. Tell us a little bit about your story and why you don't believe in the death penalty.
Yes. On December 22nd, 1986, a man came into our home, and I witnessed my father getting stabbed to death, and I was also stabbed, left for dead. And I was stabbed in the head and back 5 times. My dad was stabbed 22 times. He didn't survive, and I did. I called myself a victim survivor. And what we're doing here today is a reason why I survived. But I had to work the next 10.5 years to try to save the man who did its life. And unfortunately, how the court system handled this situation, this case, was horrible, because we had to put off our healing process because of them elongating that 10.5 years of giving him the death penalty instead of life, what we asked them to do. And all the time, the prosecutor, I told him that we did not want the death penalty. We don't believe in the death penalty, and we did not want that man to get killed that killed my father. So I had to, at the end of 10 years, hire my own lawyer to protect my victims' rights, because they did not respect my opinion about wanting life, not death. So before I witnessed in courtroom last, they told me I was not allowed to say my opinion about the death penalty. But when they asked me what my occupation was, I told them I'm a hairdresser and I work to abolish the death penalty, which they were not expecting. So after that, I was on my own. They did not acknowledge me. They did not treat me like that. But when I forgave James Barry Campbell in the courtroom, when I pointed to him and I said, "James, I forgive you. Whether you accept it or not, I forgive you," is when I had more power and energy to save this man's life, in which I did June 13th, 1997.
That is incredible. That's a powerful story. We appreciate you sharing it with us tonight.
But I do want to say to the government, what I always say is, why kill or execute people like Honey, who kill people, to show us Americans and people in Utah that the death penalty, that killing people is wrong.
Okay.
It's a hypocritical thing.
Well, and I'm sure a lot of them are listening tonight. Thank you, Suzanne. Okay, we're going to throw it back to you guys.